Hello, everyone. Welcome to the call. I'm super excited for you to be here. This was literally a short notice call, so I do apologize. Of course, you know me. My name is Dominique Barbie, and I am doing this because I have been a part of an amazing system that has been changing so many lives. And I just tested it out first because, my reputation, if you do or do not know this, I have large teams all over the world. And I want to make sure this was something that I can introduce to people. And also, the strategy and the people that we are working with are up like top notch. Okay. So, if you're on here, you are literally at the beginning of this entire organization. It's only me and my husband in the system right now. So, what that means is, as you will see how it works, you have an advantage if you take a position today. So I'm going to give it to first off, give it to Duran King. I met him in well, actually years ago in a company called Tradera where I was making $200,000 a month. He's a superstar. He's super cool, super amazing. And then we met again in California a few months ago, and we had a blast. He's a top leader. Everything he touched turns to gold. So I'm going to give it to Derwin King. If you'll take over, I'm going to let you all hear how this works. These are my uplines.
Absolutely, absolutely. Hey, well, ladies and gentlemen, hey, it's best plum pleasing and such a pleasure to actually work with such a dynamic individual. Again, she has a heart of gold. She loves helping people, and of course, she knows how to make a lot of money, and so she made a lot of money in this industry. So, my hat is off to her. Thank you for, I guess, entrusting us with the ability to leverage a system that have totally changed and revolutionized the way people look at money. And so I've been involved in this platform for less than a month, okay? And I have totally have I'm almost I did three times my investment right now. Okay, this I would tell you that. Okay, and plus we show some videos and everything, but I was introduced by my business partner how I even got involved with it. I was in another company, and he was like, "Well, hey." Derwin, I just took $10,000 and flipped it to $23,000. I'm like, what? And so, and his name, he's actually, I'll be bringing him, on the screen also. But his name is Russell Daniels. And so he had been in this industry for over, I guess now about 3 months. And, he had taken 10,000 and made $23,000 with it. And he said, well, King, there's not going to be questions asked. He said, I'm going to put you in. So of course I couldn't tell him no. Right. So he definitely, leveraged funds, and I got inside the system, and it's been absolutely amazing. I've been able to, in a short period of time, already hit one of the first levels in the company, which is what they call it, level seven. I'm sorry, not level seven, level one in the company, where now the company actually starts paying me a salary every 10 days. So making money while you sleep is absolutely incredible. And so, Russell have also got a chance to actually pull money out of the system and help fund another individual that have actually put close to about, $10,000 in the system also. And he's actually having a whole lot of fun too, right? But we also have a privilege of having my amazing upline on the line also. We call him Alexander the Great. and and he's actually have sponsored so many people. If I'm not mistaken, I think he is was it a level 5 in the company. He has an incredible ethic. He knows do how to do it, and it's really been an absolutely amazing venture with him. So I've just really partnered up with some amazing individuals, and partnering up with Miss Dominique Barbie. I think it's going to be phenomenal. I mean, This is her first lunch call. I've been trying to get one of these calls, with her for a good little while, and she's got over 22 people on a lunch call. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I only probably brought in, close to about, 5 people or, 6 people, and it has passed surpassed anything I've ever seen. So that being said, I would like to get out of the way, put a video up real quick, just so I can show you guys exactly what's really happening. Do you give me the way to share my screen,
Yes, you
Miss
can share your
Dominique?
screen.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Share. Okay. Screen start. Okay. All right. We're going to play a little video.
Oh, can't hit the volume.
You said you can't?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I'm sorry. You said you cannot hear it?
Yeah, I can't hear the volume.
Oh, let's see how to do that then.
It might be.
Uh,
Share.
let's see. Now, let's see, Dominique, let's see. I'm gonna send it to you. Can you share it
Okay.
then? Okay, I just did.
Yeah, I can email it to myself.
And I guess I need to stop sharing. Is that correct?
Sure, yeah. No
Okay, hold on. Let me see how to do that. I'm sorry. You don't have to be the smartest kid on the block to make a lot of money. Hold on for a second.
That's true.
uh,
Let's see.
let's see. Hold up.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull it up. I got it up here. I just gotta share my sound.
Welcome to
Let's see. Share. Replace connection.
Yeah, bear with me. I'm not really technical challenge. So do you have the controls now, Dominique?
Yes.
Okay,
BG Wealth Sharing and
Do you hear it?
I can hear it.
Okay, great.
Welcome to BG Wealth Sharing and DSJ Crypto Exchange. We are joining forces in an exciting cooperative partnership to launch an innovative long-term supplemental income wealth sharing program. This visionary opportunity is designed with the help of AI for individuals eager to start earning consistent supplemental income. Is earning $300 to $600 or even $700 to $900 in monthly supplemental income helpful for you and your family starting next month? By using our unique AI data collection system, along with professional analysis and calculations, our goal is to help individuals achieve financial independence by trading the cryptocurrency market using our trade signals. It is truly remarkable. Over the past 3 years, our trading signals have maintained an incredible accuracy rate of 99.6%. This proven track record of reliability and precision is the key to achieving your financial freedom. Let us show you how to make money 7 days a week by simply copying our trading signals. Depending on how quickly you want to achieve your financial goals, you can receive 2 to 4 trading signals per day. All of our members will get 2 standard trading signals at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can speed up your earnings by helping to promote our program. However, it is not required, but by doing so, you may qualify for 2 extra bonus signals per day. After the trading signal is released, simply copy and paste the provided codes to start generating profits. Let us show you how to take the trades. Once you are registered as a member, you will be invited to join our BondChat trading group. At the specified time, we will release the trading signal that looks something like this. When the signal shows up, all you need to do is copy it. Then switch over to your DSJ trading platform and follow these 3 steps. Step 1. click on Futures. Step 2, click on Invited Me, paste the codes here, and click on Confirm. Step 3, click on Position Order. That's it. Now we just sit back and wait 5 to 10 minutes for the trade to complete to see the profit. Here's a quick snapshot of our DSJ Crypto Exchange program. DSJ Exchange is officially licensed and authorized to operate in over 30 countries and regions worldwide, including the United States, which has recently been approved. You can go to https://www.sec.gov and search for CIK number 00020766856. The website will provide you with additional detailed information about the company. For this presentation, we will just show you the copies of the registrations and certificates. Here is the certificate of the cooperative contract between DSJ Exchange and BG Wealth Sharing. This is a 10-year contract, and 3 years have passed. This means we will have roughly another 7 years remaining as of 2025. Don't miss out. Take charge of the time remaining to benefit from our proven 99.6% trading accuracy and secure your financial future today. To participate in our trading program, there is no cost to register and no monthly fees. The only thing you need to decide is how much you want to start your trading account with. You can start as low as $300. But for immediate impact on your finances, we recommend at least $500. As shown on this chart, you can start with $500 and go as high as $5,000 maximum. Depending on your initial startup amount, the individual referring you will receive a referral bonus, and you will also receive initial startup rewards. We know you will agree with us that safety is key. So that's why 100% of your funds are placed in your personal trading account. This means you have 100% control of your money. As shown here, 100% goes into your personal account, 0% in the company account. As mentioned earlier, promoting and team building are optional steps. There's no need to promote or share this with anyone. Simply focus on executing 2 trades per day, and you can achieve impressive financial results with ease. With that said, the financial rewards can be significantly higher when you choose to share. We encourage you to connect with a person who introduced you to our program to explore the benefits of sharing and learn how the dynamic team volume dividend can boost your earnings potential substantially. We know and we are confident that our 99.6% accuracy rate will produce a winning trades. But once in a while, the trade transaction may fail. In that case, you will receive an extra trade signal to make up for the failed trade. Let us take a look at an example of a person starting their trading account with $1,000 initial startup. There is a $50 reward to start your trading, so your trading balance is $1,050. Our system is set up to trade only 1% of your total trading balance. This means only $10.50 is used to take your first trade. Now we will show you the outcome of your first 30 days of trading. Day 1, $10.50 is used for your first transaction. The profit for your first trade is $7.35. On the second trade, you make $7.40. Your ending total for the day is $1,064.75. For day 2, you risk $10.64 and make $7.45 on your first trade. Then on the second trade, you make $7.51. You end day 2 with $1,079.71. As you continue to execute your 2 trades per day for 30 days. Here is the outcome. On day 30, your account will have grown from $1,000 to almost $1,600. From this example, we can see that anyone looking to earn $300 to $600 per month in supplemental income, we can help you accomplish that in the first month. Here is another example. If you start with $3,000 initial startup, doing exactly the same thing as the previous example, your $3,000 will grow to almost $4,800 at the end of 30 days. Lastly, for those of you who can start with $5,000, at the end of 30 days, your account will have grown from $5,000 to almost $8,000 in 30 days. This is just a brief overview of our trading program. If you're seeking an opportunity to earn supplemental income, this could be the ideal solution for you. We'd like to hear your thoughts on what you think about our program. Please get back with the person who shared this video with you. Thank you.
All righty, great video. There you go, Darwin.
All right. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It's just a short intro as to what we have our hands on right now. This company has been around for over 3 years, and I do have the pleasure of at least introducing um, Mr. Alexander the Great. I would love for him to at least come to the platform and kind of introduce himself and let everyone know his experience, because I believe he's been in this industry longer than anybody on this phone, including myself, and he has really have succeeded so many and surpassed so many different ranks. And I think he's a newly promoted L5. So at this point, I would love to kind of get out of the way just for a second and just to introduce my business partner, Mr. Alexander the Great. Mr. Alexander, are you out there?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, sir.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much for inviting me to this call. And I know it was a short notice, but you know, I always try to show up when you're supposed to show up. Okay. Because they always say when you show up, you grow up. Dominic, I appreciate your opportunity. I've never had a chance to speak with you personally, but I have been hearing about you over the years and your success in different ventures that you have been in. So it's been a pleasure and an honor to be able to be on this call with you and your team. Again, everyone, my name is Alexander, and I have been in the network marketing arena for a very long time. And just like all of you, I have been robbed, I have been stepped on, I have been kicked, and I have had my money stolen from me while I was asleep. And I got to a point to where I was tired. Over a year and 4 months ago, I told everybody, do not call me about any cryptocurrency program. I don't care what it is. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to hear about it because I didn't trust any of them, because all the ones I've been a part of, guess what? They disappeared. I honestly believe that when I got involved in those programs, I believe that somebody sent them an email telling them that I'm in, and they shut down. That's how I felt. I was like, man, everyone I've been in, if you don't want it to shut down, don't tell me about it, because what happens is what? All the ones have shut down. So I had a friend of mine who've been calling me for about 8 months, trying to tell me about this incredible journey of this opportunity. And I've been knowing her for 40 years. And I kept telling her, I'll get back with you. I'll look at it. I'll call you back. But honestly, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't, because I was not interested. Let me tell you what she finally told me that caught my attention. She called me and she said, Alexander, I need you to do me a favor. And I said, okay. And I honestly thought that she was going to ask me for some money. Why? Because I knew her personal challenges. I knew what she was going through, because we've been friends for over 40 years. She would talk to me. And I thought she was going to ask for a personal loan for whatever reason. She said, I need you to do me a favor. And I said, okay, I'm listening. She said, I need you to listen. I just need you to listen to me. The second thing that she said to me that made me pay attention is she said, it's not what you think. And I said, man. I said, okay, I'm listening. And she told me. Ladies and gentlemen, I did not have 10,000, or I had it, but I was not willing to put no 10,000, 5,000, or $2,000 in the program, because all of the other stuff that I've been a part of. So what did I do? I just took $500 and I dropped it into the program. It was so simple. All you have to do is left click and right click on the mouse, which is copy and paste and profit. And I said, man, anybody can do that, because we do it every single day, but we don't make any money when you left click and right click unless you're involved in some other copy and paste program. And I knew everybody could do this. If you can left click on a mouse, you can do this program. Okay. If you can't left click on a mouse, it's not for you. So what happened was I started the program with just $500. And I would call people and talk to them, and they said, Alexander, if this program is so awesome, how much money are you making? And I said, $6.56 a day. And they laughed at me. And they said, call me, quiet. They said, call me back when you're making some money. I said, okay. And guess what? I decided to call them back when I was making some money. But I kept calling, I kept talking, but I made a commitment to myself that I was going to click every single day. I don't care what I was doing. I was not going to miss my trade because I understood that in order for me to get my account up, I had to click every single day and don't miss a day. Attitude is everything in what you're doing in life. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you right now, yesterday, I'm not going to give you all of my numbers because this call is being recorded, but I will tell you is that I'm making over $600 a day, copying and pasting. Think about this. How did a person like me put in $500 and have not added any additional money, take an account that was making $6.56 a day to over 600? How? You know, we talk about how you have the opportunity to have this program here, double your money in 60 days. Yes, you can do that with just copying and pasting with no recruiting required. But how would you like to have the opportunity to have your money double in 30 days? How would you like to have the opportunity to have your money doubled in 3 weeks? Is it possible? Absolutely. I will tell you this, ladies and gentlemen. I hit level 5 last week, and I made a commitment that I was going to work and do whatever it took to get the job done, because the only person that gets in your way is you. And I call it stinking thinking. And so I hit level 5, and from that, I ended up, sorry about that, hang on, sorry about that. From that, of hitting level 5, my income, or I should say my salary, went to $2,400 every 10 days. That's $7,200 a month. Guess what? That will pay the bills. That will keep bread, right? Butter, eggs in the refrigerator. So ladies and gentlemen, I don't have to touch my trading account. I just let it keep on growing. So has this journey been a blessing? Absolutely. And I was talking to a guy the other day, and he said, Alexander, man, you've been in since 2023? And I said, no. I said, 2025. He says, this year? I said, yes. He said, you mean to tell me your account is doing, you're making that much? Yep. He said, man. And the people who laughed at me, I keep sending them screenshots of what I've earned. Guess what? They're not laughing anymore. They're joining. I was talking to a gentleman the other day, and I was telling him about the program, and he said, well, he was telling me about his program. We're talking back and forth competing, right? And I said, sir, in your program, you have to go recruit people. If you don't bring nobody in, you don't make any money. Guess what? All I got to do is copy and paste. I haven't put nobody in last week for 2.5 weeks. Guess what? I still made over $600 every single day with no recruiting required. I don't know about you, but I like that, because that's true residual income. But if your income, and I'm not saying anything about anybody's program, so don't take what I'm saying wrong, but anytime that you have to depend on other people in order for you to get paid, for some reason, people seem to always let you down because life gets in the way. And when life gets in the way, people become less motivated. But I will tell you, this has absolutely been an incredible opportunity to be able to work, to be able to stay home, to be able to left click on a mouse and make over $700 a day. I don't know about you, but ladies and gentlemen, but I sleep comfortably at night. There's a lot more that I do want to share with you, but guess what? Timing is of the essence. I'm going to turn the call back over to either Darwin or Barbie. Go back to you guys. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank
Wow.
you. Congratulations,
Wow.
right? And
Wow.
Susan?
That is look, that's absolutely very impressive. I mean, so I can't really thank God for just the timing. The timing is right. We're actually creating also, leveraging Bitcoin. So what industry are we in right now? Is a crypto world. And so that's what we actually, receive every single day is crypto. Now, when it's time to pull it out, we can pull it out in, USD, Bitcoin. We can also even pull it out in Ethereum, and it goes into our personal wallet that's probably attached to our bank account. So that being said, I would like to bring one more person in. I'll just kind of show you some examples and bring a little calculator out, and then we'd be actually ending this call. But I would love to bring my business partner, Mr. Russell Daniels. That's who started me in the industry, and got me started. So, Mr. Russell Daniels, are you out there?
Yes, Darren, can you hear me?
I can hear you well.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. First of all, I want to thank you and Dominique for inviting me to the call. And just like Alex, Dominique, I've heard a lot about you over the last, I want to say 2, 3 years. I think I first got introduced through you through Selena Jackson, good friend of mine. But anyway,
Right there, too.
yeah, I saw her name up here. What's up, Selena? Um, but anyway, wow, I've been involved with this industry for about 30 years now. Been knowing Alexander for how long? Alex, we've been knowing each other for maybe 2, 3 years, and about 3 years now because we involved in another company about 3 years ago. So, long story short, Alexander called me the first of the year, sometime in February. He had just signed up for this particular program, BG. And so when he called me, of course, I'm busy. I ain't got time. And I'm like, Alex, just send me some information. I'll take a look at it. And if you guys know Alex, let me tell y'all something about Alex. Alexander the Great. That's my boy. Alex is anal. He is anal. If he say he gonna do something, he gonna do it. Alex ain't nothing to play with. That is, I'm gonna tell you something. And I love him. I love him being my sponsor, man, because that man don't play. That man be on his job. But anyway, Alex started sending me out these texts once a week, and he put his $500 in, and he showed me he was making $6 a day, and and then the next week it'll go up, and next week it'll go up. This man sent this stuff to me every week faithfully for 6 months, and I just watched him. And I never, I was one of those people. I didn't laugh at him, but I was one of those people who just was like, I ain't enough money right now. I'm not really that interested in it. But then after the month, after month, after month, I saw it going up. And then I knew just because it was Alex, I need to pay a little bit more attention. So somewhere around the spring, I began to pay, a lot more attention to it. And I began to, um, you know, I wanted to get involved. So I actually came in with about, I came in with 10,000. In July. I watched Alex for 6 months, and then I came in with 10,000 in July, and then the thing that caught my interest was double your money every 60 days. I worked, have got my little pencil and paper and was crunching my numbers and was like, okay, if I double this and double this 10, and by this time, by January, by next year, this is what the results will be. And so I put the 10,000 in, and sure enough, 60 days went by, and it doubled my money. And right around that time, I was a caretaker. Well, I ain't been. I was a caretaker. I lost my grandmother a week ago. So, but I said to say when my funds doubled from 10,000 to 20,000 last month, I decided to let it ride to 30. And I didn't pull the money out at 20 because normally I would say, I'm gonna put this 10,000 in. As soon as it doubled to 20, I'm gonna pull my 10,000 right back out, and now I'm riding on house money. Well, it doubled to 20, and then I said, you know what? Let me just let it ride to 30. So I let it roll to 30, and I was able to pull out $10,000 last week, and that helped out with a lot of the funeral arrangements, help flying people in, help people get in hotels and all that kind of stuff like that. So this program was definitely a blessing to me to be able to, I mean, it was, I wasn't expecting, my grandmother to pass, but, God bless, it is what it is. But it was right on time. And like I say, the funds couldn't have came at a better time when, to be able to help a lot of people flying from all over the place and help with hotel arrangements and all that kind of stuff with the financial situation. So, it's a great program, man. It's working. They pay. It was easy to pull my 10 grand out. Um, it's working. I'm excited, and I'm glad you guys have decided to come on and be a part of it. And I'm just hey, let's rock and roll, man. Let's build this thing. Let's take it to the top. They got a new conversation plan now where they on that salary. thing that they're talking about paying you 3 times a month, where Alexander say you making 7,500, 7,400, whatever. They got that thing now paying $1 million a month. And I think we can do that in about 12 months. But anyway, once again, my name is Russell Daniels, aka Russell Williams, and I'm here to serve whatever you guys need me to do. Back to you, Darren.
Thank you,
Wow, wow, wow.
Russell. Wow.
That's my
So
Yeah.
story.
sorry
I'm
for the
sticking
loss,
with
but
it.
wow, that's a powerful story.
Wow. I mean, imagine, folks to be able to, help change people's lives and the money come in just the right timing. So this business can't be, in the best timing. You got the government, shutting down, but yet we're being blessed up. So it's really been a tremendous blessing. Even when I even seen when the stock market had went down, it was so many people inside of this, I guess let's call it ecosystem. We didn't miss a beat. We didn't miss a trade. You know, and I love how Alexander the Great said, "It's right click, left click." I mean, and that was really funny to me because when I got into this industry, me and Russell had been into some copy and paste systems, and I lost a lot of money. I'm like, well, Russell, when you get it together, man, let me know, right? So I said, "Man, how easy it is?" He said, "Can you copy?" I said, "Sure." He said, "Can you paste?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "That's it, Darwin." I'm like, "For real? That's it?" And listen to me, ladies and gentlemen, that is all we do. We actually copy and paste. And I can, what I'll do, I can go into, we have a little group called like the Bun Chat. I can actually go in and just to kind of show you guys exactly what happens in that little group, just so you can see exactly the movement that's inside that group right now. So let me see if I can just share that with you real quick, and then we're gonna probably close it out. We will have, believe it or not, we will have a call tonight. It's going to be a live trade. I mean, we admonish everybody that's on this call to get on our call tonight at 7. It's going to start at 7:10 until be about 7 o'clock, and we're going to execute a live trade. And over 400,000 people is going to execute that same trade, along with us. Some people are making $3 a trade. Some people are making $300 a trade. Some people are making thousands of dollars for one trade. That same trade you're going to see tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and I'd be more than happy to send the link to Dominique, and Dominique can actually share it with you guys. Okay, but let me see if I can go on and get into the little chat group that we have, and that way you can see exactly what we do and how we do it.
Also, check the chat if you're in here. If I invited you, join that Facebook chat that I have right there. That way I can organize everything. Another thing, as far as if you never joined the team with me, I am one of the top recruiters in the nation. I have a team that I've been working with, so I do want to make sure that they get top positioning first, because they do have a strategy where they are building 5 at the top rows and then putting 5 under 5 under 5. Okay, meaning from left to right, top to bottom. When I came to this team, they were doing that strategy. So I decided I was going to do that strategy as well. So I literally, it's just me and my husband. I just want to make sure that it was what they said. And the reason why I joined you guys, because I've been in different programs where they did people all type of ways, and good and whatever, right? This system has, how long has it been around again?
I know about 4 years.
Oh, 4 years. Okay. That was the first thing. The other thing is I was doing a system where people turned $100 into 23,200 over and over. And Derwin came in, right? And he was excited, and he started to tell me he was using that system to get people in the BG. And I'm like, what's BG? My friend was telling me about it, but I never got the information. Nobody was really giving me the information. They were just saying stuff. But maybe I got some videos. I don't know. But anyway, he said that they have a 99% win rate, number one, and number two, copy and paste trades, meaning he has a software where you can copy the code of the trade. So you don't need to know like the parameters of the trade, like stop loss and all this stuff. You just copy and put it into the system. That drew my attention. And then the other part that drew my attention is the same times every day. That was a huge thing for me, because if you ever took copy and paste trades, you got to be sitting by your phone for hours. You don't know when the trade's gonna come. You might miss it. You might be late. No, you don't got to deal with that here. And like I said, so that alone is gonna help you. And then on top of that, we're building 500, 505. So if you're on this call, I can't make no guarantees. Past profits do not do future results. Whatever that disclaimer is, y'all, don't judge me. Listen, I can tell you this. This video is being recorded. Okay. You all are the first to ever see this with me. Okay. I'm going to be letting thousands of people know about what I'm doing. So I'm going to position people in the best way possible, just to let you know. So, yeah. So join that chat and I'll get back to you, Darren.
Okay, awesome. So now, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, great. So now, ladies and gentlemen, this is actually Bun Chat. This is where we actually go and actually copy, basic copy a code. You know, Professor actually put a code. So you see, this is actually live. This is actually inside of Bun Chat.
Oh, they blacked it out, Darwin. I think they blacked
Huh?
it out. I think they blacked it out. Is your screen is like they hide? It's like black.
It's black.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, see, okay, can you do me a big favor then? I don't know why I can't share. You can you go into Bun Chat and show
You want me to go
them?
in my chat?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Let me see. I think I gotta log back into. I think I gotta log into Zoom first. Let me
You,
try.
you think so? Because I can see it on my end. I guess I
Yeah.
don't know how to see if I can.
Unless they have a security feature.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. Try to
Oh, they
go.
have.
It looked like a security feature.
Oh, okay. So they.
You might have to take a screenshot of it and then show the screenshot of what you whatever you're gonna show, like,
Oh,
um,
okay.
and then
Gotcha.
show that picture on a different screen type thing.
Oh, okay. Well, hmm.
Wait, what do
Okay.
you
Well,
need
you
them
know
to show?
something. Well, I'll probably do a. Let me see if I just I'll put the calculator up, and then if
Okay, you can put the
those of
calculator.
you that want to come tonight and see a live trade, you're going to see exactly how we copy, how we paste in the system. So this is just a intro call just to introduce you to a platform that have literally changed lives. Now, we'll tell you a story, and this is what really made me pay attention. Well, and I love this. I love telling a real good story. Well, there was a lady by the name of Miss Ann, the one that Mr. Alexander was talking about. Well, she was literally broke. I mean, she was going through some financial challenges, and someone gave her $500 to get into this industry. And so she began to copy and paste, copy and paste. She copied her way all the way to financial freedom. Okay. But today, they said she actually already pulled out over $200,000 out of the system. I think she withdrawn successfully over 70 some times. Okay. She still have over $100,000 in her trader's wallet while driving a Maybach. Okay. Maybach, it's a Mercedes Benz. It's the highest one. Okay. So I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce it right. Right. So it's a 230 some $1,000 vehicle that, guess what, the company pays for because she's at the highest level. On top of, she's making over $10,000 every 10 days residual income. Has nothing to do with her trade. It has her do everything with the positioning. So timing and position is everything here. And just like Dominique says, we're working with our first five. And once we get those first five in, we're going to build an organization up under them because the way it works, you got to have your five in first, and then we go deep. 7 people on your front level can get you all the way to level 7. Now they just added a new comp plan where it said you can make $1 million a month with $1 million bonus. Oh my God, that is absolutely incredible. So if you're looking for an opportunity, this opportunity is actually looking for you. So, definitely get back with the person that actually, put you on this call, which I know is Dominic, Barbie or whoever else, invited you. Make sure you get back with them, get their personal link. And then we also can walk you through the process on how to get started. We have onboarding videos, very short, very simple. If you can read little diagram, or you can look at a video, you can actually get into this business, very simple. They have ADOs in this business right now that's copy and pasted. And this is just not local. This is international. So it is a movement right now, and we can't stop it if we try it. And like I said, we're literally making money while we sleep, but we helping a whole lot of people make money while they sleep. So again, that being said, Ms. Dominique, if so since we probably can't do the the screen share, if they want, okay, want to do the calculator. All right, let's do that calculator. So hopefully the calculator is not up under security breaching. Let's see, here we go. Let me go into.
Oh, it's good.
All right, let me see. I shared it with myself. Here we go. Oops. And I also shared you the calculator too, Dominique. Let me see where I put it at. I thought I put it up early. Bear with me just for a second. I should have already. It's the compound calculator. I think I did share it with you. Hold up. Oh, wow. You don't see it that I shared it with you? I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen, but it's a compound calculator that I did sit inside my chat.
Calculator. I thought I saw it, but I don't know where it's at now.
Yeah. Now I will show you this. So this is where I'm gonna go right here. This is where I actually started. I'm gonna show you real quick. I started back in, I'm sorry, I'm moving real fast with it. Because this is where I started with $500 back in September. Whoa. Okay, here we go. September, look like the 25th. So I guess I've been in it a little. There we go. That's what I started my account with right there. Okay. I started my account with $506. Immediately, ladies and gentlemen, they actually, gave me an extra, I think it was like 20, it was another $25 added onto this. So I started my account, and from there, it leveraged all the way to here. Let me show it to you. I go to the bottom. This is where my account is at right now. Right there, $1,535. Okay. And when you see that 30, see where it says exchange, that was actually my first salary for hidden level 1. And so they either put it into your exchange account, or you can actually move it over into your trade account. So that money right there, you can just send it directly to your personal wallet, or you can go back into trade with it, which, ladies and gentlemen, I actually took that $30 and sent it back to trade. So that's how that actually works. But is this it right here? Let's see. Let me see if I can just go compound calculate real quick, just online. Unless Mr. Alexander have it and he can send it to me pretty quick. Let me see if this is, okay, maybe we can do it with this one. Compound interest calculator. Okay, you're going to save. Okay, let's say you want to start your account with basically, just say $1,000, okay?
Hey, Darren,
So, yes,
I put it in the chat.
you did.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you. I knew
You're
you the man. You the man. Now, let me see how to get it back out of the chat. Now, if you had texted to me, that probably been better, but that's fine. Let me see. Okay, chat. How do you get to the chat? So, let's see.
You want me to text it to you?
Yes, please. I tell you, you don't have to be the smartest person on the block to actually run this system. All you have to do is really copy and paste, and you make profit.
Seriously.
All right.
Alright, so we're gonna do, I'm about to text you right now, I got you.
All right, we're almost through, ladies and gentlemen. So we're just going to bring this compound calculator out. Well, compound, they said that's the seventh wonder of the world, because you can literally take a penny. There we go. Right here. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So let's say you start your account with $1,000. Okay. We're on a daily with 2 trades a day because it's at 0.65%. So we're going to run it at 1.29. Uh-oh. 0.29% daily. We're gonna run it for 1 year. Okay. And let's trade every single day. And we're gonna hit calculate. Okay, so with basically getting 2 signals a day, ladies and gentlemen, these are the numbers. Trading
Are you able to move that pencil on the left? Are you able to move that?
this one here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so can y'all see it?
Yeah.
Okay, with $1,000, 1.29% daily. Okay, for 1 year. Okay, that's all you're doing is copy and pasting it at 7 o'clock. I mean, at 1 o'clock and 7 o'clock, which the trades come out around 7:30 and 1:30. Every single day, ladies and gentlemen, you would actually have in your account over $100,000. Now, let's run those same numbers. If you had one more signal, if you did one more signal, that is 1 point. Here we go. It's almost at 2%. 1 point. 8, 9. Calculate. Running that same, just getting an extra sync. I'm sorry.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So just getting that one more extra signal, and the way you get extra signals, ladies and gentlemen, is you have to have at least 5 people that have came in at least $500. Okay, and you've helped 5 other people. They have helped 5 people each come in with $500. That would give you an extra trading signal. Okay, so now instead of making 1.29% a day, you'd be making like 1.89 daily. Okay, and that compounds your account almost to $1 million. Y'all see that?
Yeah.
Just with that one extra signal. So that is absolutely incredible. Okay, so
Can you do other numbers too? Cause I know
yeah, I can do a 500. I can do a $500.
Can you do 2,500 and 5,000 and 10,000?
Okay, so okay, with the third signal or just with the
The
two
regular,
signal?
and the
Okay.
other one.
Okay, so you said 2,500?
Anton,
Yes.
are you hungry now or later? 'Cause
I guess we still hungry now. All right, so with a $2,500 account, trading every single day, we're gonna hit calculate,
Nice. Wow.
$268,000, okay?
That's with nobody on your team, y'all.
That's with nobody. That's just
Wow.
you not missing a trade now. That's you not missing a trade. And at 1:30 and 7:30 every single day, copy and pasting. Okay. That's what it is right there. And we can do another, you said 5,000?
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry, 2,500 with 1.89 and then 5,000, 1.29 and 1.89. I just want
Okay,
to give you all
so
a variety. I got like
okay,
a
so
variety.
okay,
2,500 at the
2,500.
1.89. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And also, you could also use buy now, pay later apps, y'all. If you go to Klarna.com, Sezzle.com, Zip.co, and Affirm.com, you can apply for those four. And if you get approved, I have a way that I can get you crypto if you do that as well. So
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, look what happened. Just with a one extra signal, 2,500, just helping, helping get five people that give you the extra signal. You don't have to do anything else other than copy and paste 3 times a day. And this is what you're going to receive
wow.
at the end of that year.
Whoa.
Okay. That is absolutely incredible. Okay. Incredible.
Wow.
Okay. Now we take those same, now we take 5,000, do the same thing. If you went to work with 5,000, let me just calculate it. I'm going to show you. That's $4 million. Okay, that's getting that extra signal. But if you didn't have to work, if you said, well, you know something, I don't want to work. I just want to put some $5,000 in the system, 1.29, and I just want to I want to make a quiet. I think I just want to make a quiet $500,000. Can I do that? Absolutely. Then that's with $5,000 in the system. And you don't have to talk to nobody. Get in your own little private spot, get your popcorn, and just watch your money grow. Okay. And now let's go with we've got one more to do. We're going to do 10,000 because we have several people that came in with 10,000. Okay.
Yeah.
So 10,000.
And Barbara said 500 too.
Okay, sure. Okay. 10,000 one time, out of pocket trading every single day, just for twice a day. This is what you're going to get, ladies and gentlemen. 1 million. Okay. And 750. Whoop. That is absolutely incredible. But let's do this. Okay.
That was 1 million?
That's 1 million.
Nice. Wow.
But let's do this. Let's just add an extra trade to that, right? So because you know something, I think I want to tell some people about it, right? So now calculate what? Do y'all see? Hold up. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see that?
Wow.
Yes, we see it.
Y'all see it? Okay, I'll just make sure y'all see it. Because what I'm seeing is like, wow. You know?
I got one question.
Yes.
Okay, so if we're trading at 10,000 and we had one person that's trading at 500, what will the numbers be?
Well, you know something? That is a great question. And some other guys that know how to work that calculator, because you get extra.
Well, see, I just want to know because if we're trading at 10,000 and we bring somebody, well, the minimum is 300. So I just want to know the low numbers so that, everybody might not come in at 10,000. So if you're in at 10,000, somebody comes in and they're only trading 500 or 100, what would the numbers look like? And I'm sure everybody else on the call want to see that too, because everybody might not come in at 10,000. Thank you.
That's true. So let's do the 500. Now, the reason why it kind of made sense for me to do the 500, because that's when you can get that extra signal. Okay. If you come in lower than the 500, you can still build a team, but you can't get that extra signal. Okay. You have to open your account up with at least $500, and they have to open up their account, their starter account, with 500. Okay. But so they can't get that extra signal if they don't do the 500. Okay.
So are you
That's how.
saying that? Are you saying that the people that we bring in, if they don't do 500, we can't get the extra signal, or they just can't?
No. Okay. You have to have at least 5 people
Mm-hmm.
to come in with 500, and then they have to have 5 people each to come in with 500 in order for you to get that extra signal. So they have to open an account with 500. See, they at first it was like you can come in at 300, but then they changed it. So now you have to come in at 500, and your team, of your 5 people has to come over with 500. That's how it works now.
Or more,
If you want to get
500
that
or
extra
more.
signal, you're still going to get the 2 signals for life. Don't get me wrong. You can get 2 signals for you can bring somebody in for $100, but you don't really get paid off of them. You don't get no extra bonuses or anything when you bring somebody in. That's more about like a charity. So if you just want to bring your cousin in, and they just wanted to make some money by themselves, you're not going to make any money off of them, and it's not going to count to your promotion. Okay, so that's why we really don't talk about the $100. The 300 will count. It will count to your promotion, but you can't calculate them for your first 5 people that comes in. Your first 5 has to be 5. You got to go 5 people with 500, and then they have to have 5 people each with 500 for you to get that extra signal. Make sense? Did I answer your question?
And you get that extra signal
Yes,
for life.
sir. You answered my question. I appreciate that.
Okay. All right. All right.
Derwin, you
Thank
get that extra signal for life when you do that too, right?
You get that extra signal for life.
Oh, good. That's good.
Darren,
Yes.
I'd like to, can I comment on something the gentleman mentioned?
Oh, no. I would love for you to.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, you can come in at $100 if that's comfortable for you, if that's all that you got. What we try to get people to understand, we don't want anybody putting any money in the program if you're going to lose sleep at night in reference to what you've put in. But I want to make sure that you understand something. If a person comes in for $100, they're going to earn 1.3% per day. So when you get 2 signals, that's 0.65 per day. If that person is stuck in traffic or driving, is that person going to pull off on the side of the road to earn 65 cents? No, they won't. Okay. And a person can come in for $100, but guess what? I tell them don't come in because they're not going to make any money. They're going to make some change. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. But again, are they really going to make any money? When I started this journey and I put in the $500 and I was making $6.56, I made a commitment to myself, not to my sponsor, not to my upline, not to the professor, not to anyone. I made a commitment to me that I was not going to miss a signal. I was on the freeway driving a U-Haul truck, helping my lady and the grandbaby move, and my alarm went off on myself. And I said, baby, oh, we got to pull over. I got to copy and paste. I was at the movies with my son, and in the middle of the movie, my alarm went off. I said, uh-oh, I got to go out and copy and paste. The reason why my account is where it's at, because I made a commitment not to miss the trade at all. When you bring somebody in, I also want you to remember this. People are going to do what you have done. So when somebody's talking to you and they say, well, what did you come in with? And you said, I came in with 100. Guess what they're going to do? They're going to do the same thing you did. They're going to come with 100. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. But I look at the fact of, is that person has the commitment to put forth the effort to copy and paste every single day and don't miss. When you bring somebody in, this is not network marketing. Okay, so we're not going to pay 5 levels deep and, 2 levels deep and 10 levels deep. No, this is a referral program. It's not network marketing. So when you bring somebody in, sorry about that. When you bring somebody in, you're going to get a bonus off of what they come in. When I first came in the program, I put one person in. I only got one signal, one. What really gets your account to grow is these extra signals and these bonuses. So when you bring somebody in for $1,000, you're going to get $100 plus you're going to get 12 extra signals. So that $100, can you take it out? Yes, absolutely. Or you can take it and put it back into your trading account to get your account to whatever level you want it to get it to. But you're going to get 12 extra signals. Okay. I made a commitment that I was not going to take any money out of my account. And this is just what I did. I'm just telling you my story. All of us have a story to tell. I'm telling you my story. When I came in, I made a commitment that I was not going to take any money out until my account hit $10,000. People kept saying, Alexander, did you take any money out? And I said, no. They said, oh man, you got to take some out. And I said, listen, I don't have to prove anything to you, with all due respect, because I made a commitment that I was not going to take any money out until my account hit 10,000. Why? Because I knew my sponsor was taking money out. I knew other people that was in the program that I brought in was taking money out. So I went and started doing withdrawals. I have taken out a total of 14 different withdrawals. October the 3rd, I took out $5,000 because I wanted to see how long it would take for the 5,000 to get back into my account. So I took out 5,000. In 8 days, the 5,000 that I earned from copying and pasting was back in my account. I said, man, I could take out 5,000 every 8 days, right? And keep on doing that month after month after month. But that's not what I'm doing, because I have a goal that I'm going to reach, and I have a commitment that I've made to myself. But I will tell you this in closing. It feels so good to be able to help people along the way that need help, to be able to have the money to do that, whatever it is. It feels so good to be able to pay your bills before the bill is even due. I go online, look at my bills, and there's zero balance, and I just pay it again for next month, just in case. Why? Because I can do that. I'm nobody special. I'm not the sharpest knife in the kitchen, but at least I'm in the kitchen. But I'm a hard worker, and I roll up my sleeves and I go to work and I call and I text and I email and I follow back up with people. And from that, the team has been just a tremendous team. Okay. To get to level 5, you have to have 1,000 people in your organization, and personally bring in 5 people that have their 5. I knew that I wanted to hit it before the 28th, because on the 28th, we get our management pay, our salary. We get it on the 9th, the 19th, and the 29th. And I said, man, I'm going to hit this level 5 before the 29th, because I want to get $2,400 in my account. And when they paid me $2,400 on the 29th, guess what I did? I pulled it out. I take out all my bonuses that I earn, okay? Or I should say my salary. I take out my salary because I can live on that. So again, everyone, thank you so much. It's an incredible journey. It's an incredible opportunity, but it means absolutely nothing unless you put forth the effort. Whatever decision that you make, we respect that decision. But make sure that you make the right decision. If you're going to say no, make sure that you understand what you're saying no to. Otherwise, you could be missing out. Back to you guys.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Well, you heard it from Mr. Alexander the Great. So now, did we answer most of everybody's questions? I wanted to, somebody asked me about the 500, is that correct?
You gotta run the numbers on the 500.
Okay. So it's actually 0.65% per trade times 3. That's 1.95% to be accurate. And so this is trading your account. Like, this is where I'm at right now. And this is what I'm running to get that third signal. So if I don't even do anything else, even though I took 500 and I get that third signal, this is what's going to happen for me right now. Okay. Right now. That's with 500. Okay. So mind you, my account right now is at 1,500. So let's do a 1,500 account. And I'm gonna hit calculate. That's what I would have 1.7 with what's in my account now. So if I hit the third signal this week or this month, in 1 year, I have $1.7 million. Okay. And if I don't choose to get that third signal, 1.29, this is what my account is going to look like if I don't shoot for that third signal. You got it? It's a big difference, ain't it? So they literally reward you. Yes.
I came on a little late. Is the account that we choose to get, would it be trading out of our account, or would it be inside of like a PAM account or account that's somebody can go into, or would it be in your own account?
No, it's basically your own exchange. And to answer your question, they only trade 1% of your account.
Right, but what I'm saying is, okay, do they have access to your account? Meaning like someone can just,
Do anybody else have access other than yourself?
yeah, or the company, you know how, because I've been a company thing, a couple of them before, and you really don't have access to your, you know, somebody else, because so when something happened, is like, you know, pretty much it's not basically in your own trading account or your
Well, I mean, you have full control. I mean, you have full control of your own, personal account. They only, their risk management is only at 1% of your account.
okay,
And so
okay.
when the profits come, I mean, it goes into your, I mean, it can go into your exchange account, and your exchange account is, you just send it over to
Okay,
your personal wallet.
gotcha. So it is, so the exchange account, could we set up our own exchange account, or do it got to be on theirs?
Let me help you out,
It's,
though.
I'm sorry.
Let me help you out a little bit.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, when you DSJ exchange, you're gonna go there and you're gonna open up your own wallet. So you're gonna have a wallet where you're going to put your funds into your wallet, the exchange. And then what you want to trade, you're going to move it from your wallet to the trade account. Now, whatever you put in that trade account, that is what they're going to trade 1% of. So whatever money you leave in your wallet, they don't have access to that. That's an exchange. But whatever you move from your wallet to the trade account, that's what they have access to, and they are only going to trade 1% of what's in the trade account. Did I answer your question?
Yes. Okay, so that's pretty much okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So you don't have to put all of your money in the trade account.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Because I was asking, you know, sometimes anything go wrong, blah blah blah, and then you know all your money be locked up inside of an account that you kind of can't get a hold to. So that was not in this one. I'm in the past that I was in. You know, we trying to start taking out the money. Like, oh, then 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, then it's locked. So that's why I was asking that.
You do have two different companies operating here. One company is BG Wealth. That's the company. They have a contract with the exchange, a 10-year contract with the exchange, for the exchange to allow them to, trade for us. Well, you use their bots. I'm sorry. Now, Alexander, I'm sure can expound on that a little bit more clearer. But pretty much there's a 10-year contract between BG and DSJ Exchange. So DSJ Exchange is an exchange just like any other normal exchange. They have other customers outside of BG that just have a wallet with them, just like you have a wallet with any other Exodus or anybody else.
Okay, so they just in connection with each other. They're not in basically joint in. It's not their exchange.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not BG Exchange. BG has a 10-year contract that they negotiated with the XJ Exchange
Okay.
to be able, because what BG owns, if I'm correct, Alexander, please correct me, they invested a couple of $1 million into a bot. And what that bot is what does the trading. So that bot trades on the futures market. So whatever you put into the trade account, the bot is doing the actual trading in the futures market.
Okay, cool.
But that bot is only going to trade 1% of whatever you put in there.
Correct. Okay. And then last question, the trades that the bot is trading, will we be able to see those trades outside, the same trades outside of that exchange?
That's a great question. I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer to that one.
Okay.
We could research it, if Alexander, if you know. You
To
can
answer that question, yes, you are able to see it. I also want you guys to understand, you know, a lot of people have called me in the past about cryptocurrency, and they always tell me, Alexander, I guarantee you, you're not going to lose any money. And I go, okay, but they really can't. The only way a person can really guarantee you that you're not going to lose any money if you got involved in any program, cryptocurrency program, is if they set up a trust account with your name in it, with your name on the trust account, and they put the money in the trust account in case anything happens, the money is there to pay you back the money that you've put in. Okay, because most people, if they go out there and recruit 5 people or 10 people and they use that terminology, I guarantee you, you're not going to lose any money. That's not true. Because if that program was to go under, that person who guarantee you something is not going to go back and pay the 5 or the 10 people their $500 back. Okay.
Correct.
But let me tell you what the professor has done in this program here. There's someone with a little bit of background noise. The professor has put up 30 million pounds, which is roughly about $40 million. And we have a guarantee. We guarantee that you would not lose any money, guaranteed, because the 40 million pounds is there to cover that guarantee. So what happens is this: if you get the signal and for some reason you copy and paste and the signal is not a win, or you missed out, or you didn't, you lost because the signal was wrong, you will get a second signal. And when you get that second signal, you can win 3 times more than the first amount that you was going to trade with. If that one was a loss, you get a third. If that one was a loss, you get a fourth. And if that one was a loss, you get a 5th signal. They have a 5 signal recovery. After 5 times, if it's a loss, the professor guarantees that you will not lose any money and put the money back into your account that you would have lost. Now, that's when you're using the AI. But the account is a live account. You can disable the AI and do your own trading if you choose to. Because remember, the system only trades 1% of what's in your account. But if you said, man, that's not enough, I'm not really making no money, and you said, I'm going to go do 10%, 15%, or 20%, can you do that? Yes. But if you do that and you disable the AI, you also disable the guarantee. Because there are some people that have done that. Okay, that I know, I don't know them personally, but they're part of the team that have gone in there and disabled the AI and did something wrong or pushed the wrong button, and end up losing more. And the professor would not give them the money back because they disabled the AI. Right. Also understand this: if you put $1,000 into the program, the system is only going to trade 1%. So that's $10. So if you lose $10, you're not going to commit suicide. You're not going to go complain to your congressman. You only lost $10. Okay. Right. So it protects you and it keeps a target off of our back because nobody's coming in here losing $15,000, $20,000.
Thank you. Have a great night.
Right.
Can you mute that person, please, with the background noise? Thank you. The person is not going to go out there and get upset because they only lost $10 in their account and not $90,000. The other thing is this: the most that you can come in with is $10,000. Anything beyond 10,000, you have to get an approval. You have to be what's called a credit investor. That basically means that they don't want people putting in 15, 20, 30, $50,000 and then 3 weeks from now going, I need my money back for whatever reason. You have to be a credit investor at least worth at least $1.5 million, okay, before you can put that kind of money into this platform. So once again, the most is 10,000. Anything beyond that, you have to get an approval from the professor to do that. What's happening is this: DSJ wants to go public. In order to go public, you have to have 1 million subscribers or customers. Everything is based on customers, traffic, and people. Coinbase went public because they got 1 million. So the only way to get 1 million, you got to go get people. I was in another platform that costs $3,000 to start. How much does it cost with this one? It's free. It costs you absolutely nothing to be a part of this platform with DSJ. That is an agreement that the professor has made with DSJ. Okay. And there's an agreement that they have in order to do that. So it costs absolutely nothing to sign up and get an account with DSJ, and you control your own funds. The only person that can copy and paste the code is you. If you copy the code and paste it, you can win. But if you don't, guess what? You're not going to win. You can win on the ups and you can win on the downs, and it's called futures. Okay, it's called futures. So anyway, back to you guys.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hey, you have heard it from the best. Like I said, we'll have a call. I was just running numbers while everybody was talking, so you can see exactly the different numbers, the variations. If a person came in with 300, didn't build a team at all, they actually have 32,000. Okay. But a person that came in with the 500, and they had the ability to build a team, and they get that extra 1.95. This is where they would be at right here, just off of a $500 account. So imagine $500,000. You're helping other people, receive, crypto, and this is what you're going to receive just by helping them. Sharing is caring, folks, and it's really absolutely amazing. So by default, we would love to have you a part of our family, a part of our team, a part of the dream, and let's help change the world. While the world is going through its crisis, we can actually help change our family's life. And of course, we can actually make history. So that being said, I'm going to turn this call back over to Ms. Dominique Barbie, that has put this whole call together. I just want to, first of all, I want to thank her for doing it. And on a short period, we want to thank each one of you guys for your time, because we know we can't take that time back. But I guarantee you, if you can meet us tonight at 7:30, it's going to be a deep dive. You're going to actually see a live trade going on. You're going to see people from around the world doing the same exact trade that we're going to be doing at 7:30 tonight. So love to see you on the call tonight, and I'll be sending that information over to Ms. Dominique Barbie, and we're looking forward to partnering with you and sharing the vision.
Thank you. So yes, all right, so perfect. So I do want to say, if you would like to get those, if you would like to get in, just send me a message. My number is 346-377-3292. Me and my husband are the only ones in here. And also what he told me, he was walking in the room, he was basically saying, so if you're coming in, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 spots. If you are coming in at the 1,000 or higher, you can take those spots. Then the second row will be anything under those, which is still high because, say for example, we have 1,000 people. I'm just giving Alexander the great example because I'm trying to be like him. 1,000 people and you're at the top of the first, second, third, or fourth row, that just tell you a lot. Now, if you come in you have to come in at 500 or higher, period, to be in the team build. Because, like I said, some of you want to just trade, some of you want to build, and we have different versions. But either way, just because you're on this call, you will get basically those top positions. Sorry, that was my son's school call. Son's school calling. Yeah. So, do anybody have any questions?
Hi, yes. This is Barb. I have like about a couple questions here. The $500, and I don't know if I saw that correct, but was that $46,000 that I saw within a year? If, just say for instance, you're not interested in building with teams, you only just want to be able to go in and do the trades. And I heard Alexander say they give you 5 signals. So you basically, you won't lose, you'll continue to win. If when you're trading, doing your 2 signals a day, if you just come in with $500. Is that correct with that amount that I saw? I think that was 46,000 or something like that. Without me
It's
going out. I've been
it's
involved
actually
in them.
50. It's
It's like
53,000.
it's
It's
blowing
on
your
the
mind. Like,
screen, sister.
can you guys? I'm like, I can't believe what I'm seeing. I'm thinking like, okay, that can't be. I mean, that's like some people. I'm like, wow, that's incredible. And also, thank you all too for it and allowing me to be on this call. And I got a lot of clarity out of some of the things that I was hearing. And thank you, Alexander the Great. You really kind of broke it down. Either, I guess, my question to me myself is, when am I going to get my 5? Because I at first thought, I'm going to do this. Let it just go with the 500. Can you upgrade? I know if to 1,000 if you want, and or you can't, or you just have to, can you continue to put in to get to the 10,000 if you wanted to get to the 10,000?
Yes, I can answer that question. Yes, you can add on to your account, and it'll also help your account compound. You can
Okay.
add on your personal funds, or you can share it with others, and that's going to begin to compound your results also. Because when you add other individuals, with the $500 or more, they give you extra trading signals. So it'll allow you to compound your account even faster. But if you don't want to bring in anyone and you just want to self-leverage your own funds, you can do that.
And I've heard you, Mr. King, you started with 500 and you're at already since September the 25th. I believe you said you're at like 1,500 or something already. And
That's correct.
you only came in with $500.
That's correct. My
And
first 5 days,
uh-huh.
I didn't talk to nobody. I just began to trade.
Okay.
And within 5 days, I had $599. And
Wow.
then my 6th day, I brung in the dynamic Miss Dominique. She was my first person. She came in with $1,000. Okay. That compound my account to now trading at $599. Instead of
Okay.
making $3 per trade overnight, I started making $5 per trade. I don't know how that algorithm was, but it was pretty phenomenal. Okay.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
now I'm at close to about $10 per trade right
Wow.
now.
Hey,
Wow.
Darren. Hey, Darren.
Yes.
I wanted to ask, kind of cover a little bit more on her question.
Okay, sure.
And her question, she was asking, can a person add more to their account? Yes, absolutely. You can add more to your account whenever you decide to do that. There was a gentleman that came in with $100, realized he wasn't making any money, and then came back and put in 1,500. But your bonus, you're only going to get a bonus on the first initial deposit. So if you bring me in and I come in with $100, okay, I'm sorry, let's just say $500. I come in with $500, you're going to get a bonus on that of $25. But let's say 2 weeks later, I decide to throw in 9,000. You won't get any bonus on that. So you want to make sure that you let your people know that you're bringing in, because remember earlier I said this is not network marketing. You're not going to get paid 5 levels deep or get paid additional when people come in. I had a gentleman, a pastor that I was talking to. I talked to this pastor back in February. Well, he finally called me back 2 weeks ago. That's 8 months later, right? And I called him and hey, every time I called him, he said, I'm gonna call you back. Okay, call me back, Pastor. He didn't call. Well, when he called me 2 weeks ago, I'm thinking he calling me to talk to me about the copy and paste, and he called me to try to recruit me in another program. But this is what he told me. He said, Alexander, I'm making 2.25% daily. And I said to myself, most programs cannot continue to pay that, because when they're paying you 2.25%, and they're paying you 5 levels deep, when there's more money going out than what's coming in, they make adjustments. After he told me they get paid 5 levels deep and he's making 2.25% per day, after he told me that, about 5 minutes later, he also told me that they changed the compensation, dropped it down to 1.2, and they're not paying 5 levels deep anymore. They had to make adjustments. So you want to make sure, we always say numbers don't lie, and it's true, but you have to understand the numbers in order for them to make sense. There was a program, there was a program, and I'm going to say what it was. It was that scooter program, that LSC, LSA, whatever it was called. It was a scooter program. And when people called me about that program, I knew that was not going to work, because I knew that they were not renting enough scooters to pay you that kind of money every single month to double your money in 30 days. And I was like, ain't nobody renting that many scooters to make that kind of income, and I never touched it. And I look at things when people call me about stuff, and it has to make sense. It has to make good common sense. Okay. The other thing I wanted to say, a person back here said, can you buy signals? No, you cannot buy any signals. Now you can earn signals, because when you put somebody in, you can get 6 additional signals, or you can get 12, or you can get 16 additional signals. They really reward you by helping the community to build. If you don't want to bring somebody in, you don't have to, but think about this. If you get your account to making $100 a day, why wouldn't you share it?
Can I ask a question real quick, Alessandra? Is
Sure, go right ahead.
that 6 signals on each individual person?
Yes. When you
Okay.
if you bring me in and I come in at $1,000, you're gonna get 12 additional signals. I'm gonna get 6. Okay. You
So
also
$1,000 gives you 12 additional. 500 will give you 6 additional.
That's correct.
So the more you do, is that in increments of 500?
Yeah, that's for each person that you bring in. Okay. Now, I get 7 signals a day, because I brought a guy in for $1,000. So I get 12 additional signals for bringing that person in for $1,000. Okay. So the most signals that you can get per day is 7 signals. Everybody coming in gets 2 signals every single day. 2.
Right.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought Darren was asking a question. So a person comes in, they get 2 signals per day, every single day, at the appropriate time you're supposed to get them. You have 10 minutes from the time that the signal is released. You have 10 minutes to copy that signal and paste it. If you do it within 10 minutes, your account would be credited. If you miss it for whatever reason, you just miss that signal for that time period for that day. Okay. But then again, if you go out and bring somebody in for $1,000, you get 12 additional signals. They would get 6. So let's just say you bring somebody, let's just say you bring in 3 people and you get 12 additional signals. 12 times 3 is 36 additional signals. Well, you can only get those additionals only is 4 per day.
That's at
So if you take-
$1,000 each one of those 3 people?
That's correct. If you
Okay.
bring in 3 people at $1,000, you're going to get those signals. Okay.
Okay.
So if you got 36 signals divided by 4, it'll take you 9 days to get through all those signals. Because the additional ones you get 4 per day. So you're not going to get them all the same day. You're going to get 4 per day, plus the other 2 you're supposed to get. That's a total of 6 right there. And if you're getting the 3rd additional signal, that would be a total of 7. Okay.
So is there a limit to the amount of signals an individual can do per day?
No, nope, not at all. I had a lady.
So if an individual can do the full 36 a day, then they would do that 36 a day.
Well, you can't do 36 a day. The most
Okay.
you do is a total of 7 per day.
Okay.
Okay. I don't want to get really into it because it does get kind of complicated. We have a chart that you can look at. That's a much better understanding. We can, if Barbie want to put together a training, I'll be more than happy to do a training so people can understand it. But it is kind of confusing. Okay. And it took me a minute to kind of learn it and understand it. But once you got it, guess what? You got it. We had a lady who had 36 additional signals. She doubled her money in 9 days. Her name was Pat. Yep.
Wow.
What? Okay, yeah. Let me tell you what she did. She came in for $500. The first person she brought in came in for $500. So she got $25 for that person, plus she got 6 additional signals. The other 4 people she brought in, they all came in for $1,000. So she got $100 for each person. So $100 times 4 is $400, plus she got 12 additional signals for each person. Okay. Well, she had 66 signals. You take 66 divided by 4, it took her 16 days in order for her to get through all of those signals. She understood the importance of it, and she did not miss a day. Okay. And she doubled her money in 9 days. Why? Because she came in with 500. She brought a person in for 500. It paid her $25. She brought 4 other people in for 1,000. She made $400. She was already at $425 in less than a week. And the extra signals that she earned from copying and pasting those signals, it put her well over the $500 in 9 days. So can you just sit here and just copy and paste and double your money in 60 days? Yes, you can. But remember earlier, I said, how would you like to have the opportunity to do it in 30 days? We can show you how to do that. How would you like to have the opportunity to do it in 3 weeks? We can show you how to do that. Why? Because I've done it. All you got to do is go to work and share and tell. And if a person says no, respect that. But like I said earlier, make sure that you understand, or make sure they understand the reason why they're saying no. Because the people that told me no in the beginning are joining me now. And they're kicking themselves in the foot. Man, I should have joined you when you first told me in February, in March. Man, I should have joined. It's okay. You're in now. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Let's change people's lives. But we got to change yours first. I understand this. You cannot give a person a shirt off your back if you don't have a shirt on your back. Yeah. Why am I saying that? Because help yourself and your family first and go out there and help others along the way. Okay, thank you.
Amen to that. I love it. I love it. Definitely, if you want to get in, definitely let me know. I'm going to stop this
Thank
recording
you.
and then help
You're
some
welcome.
people get registered.